Chapter 8. Robert Langdon stood frozen in the doorway of the National Sanctuary Hall and studied the startling scene before him. The room was precisely as he remembered it, a balanced semicircle built in the style of a Greek amphitheatre. The graceful arched walls of sandstone and Italian plaster were punctuated by columns of variegated breccia, intercepted or interspersed with the nation's sanctuary collection, life-sized statues of 38 great Americans standing in a semicircle on a dark expanse of black and white marble tile. It was exactly as Langdon had recalled from the lecture he had once attended here. Except for one thing. Tonight the room was empty. No chairs, no audience, no Peter Solomon. Just a handful of tourists milling around aimlessly, oblivious to Langdon's grand entrance. Did Peter mean the rotunda? He peered down the south corridor towards the rotunda and could see tourists mulling around in there too. The echoes of the clock chimed and faded. Langdon was now officially late. He hurried back into the hallway and found a docent. "Excuse me, the lecture for the Smithsonian event tonight? Where is that being held?" The docent hesitated. "I'm not sure, sir. When does it start?" "Now." The man shook his head. "I don't know about any Smithsonian event this evening. Not here, at least." Bewildered, Langdon hurried back towards the center of the room, scanning the entire space. Is Solomon playing some kind of joke? Langdon couldn't imagine it. He pulled out his cell phone and the fax page from this morning and dialed Peter's number. His phone took a moment to locate a signal inside the enormous building. Finally, it began to ring. The familiar southern accent answered. "Peter Solomon's office, this is Anthony. May I help you?" "Anthony," Langdon said with relief, "I'm glad you're still there. This is Robert Langdon. There seems to be some confusion about the lecture. I'm standing in the sanctuary hall, but there's nobody here. Has the lecture been moved to a different room?" "I don't believe so, sir. Let me check." His assistant paused a moment. "Did you confirm with Peter Solomon directly?" Langdon was confused. "No, I confirmed with you, Anthony, this morning." "Yes, I recall that." There was a silence on the line. "That was a bit careless of you, don't you think, Professor?" Langdon was now fully alert. "I beg your pardon?" "Consider this," the man said. "You received a fax asking you to call a number, which you did. You spoke to a total stranger who said he was Peter Solomon's assistant. Then you willingly boarded a private plane to Washington and climbed into a waiting car. Is that right?" Langdon felt a chill race through his body. "Who the hell is this? Where is Peter? I'm afraid Peter Solomon has no idea you're in Washington Peter Solomon has no idea you're in Washington today." The man's southern accent disappeared. His voice morphed into a deeper, mellifluous whisper. "You are here, Mr. Langdon, because I want you here." Ooh.